You ever notice how some people make you question yourself, even when you know you're right? It starts small. They sigh when you speak. They call you too sensitive when you react. They twist things just enough that you start to doubt your own memory. That's not miscommunication. That's emotional manipulation, and it's designed to make you second-guess your reality. Most people don't realize they're being manipulated until it's already deep, when they're confused, drained, and trying to fix a relationship that only works if they keep losing themselves. But the truth is, manipulation leaves fingerprints. And once you learn to see them early, you'll never ignore them again. Emotional manipulation rarely starts loud. It starts with comfort, charm, empathy, connection. They listen to your fears, your pain, your past. They make you feel safe enough to open up. Then later, they use that same information against you. They'll say things like, "I thought you trusted me," or, "You're acting just like you said your ex did." It sounds like concern, but it's really control dressed up as care. The key sign? Every time you try to express your feelings, the focus shifts back to them. You end up apologizing for emotions they caused. That's how they plant the first seed of doubt in you. Manipulators know how to create emotional dependency. They study what makes you feel loved, and then give it in doses. They'll flood you with warmth when they need your loyalty, then withdraw it when they want control. That cycle of hope and confusion keeps you chasing their approval. You start believing, if I can just explain better, if I stay calm enough, they'll understand. But you're not dealing with misunderstanding. You're dealing with someone who understands you perfectly, and uses that understanding to keep you hooked. The deeper danger is psychological. Your nervous system begins to associate anxiety with connection. You start mistaking instability for passion. That's how the manipulation becomes internalized. You start gaslighting yourself. Let's break down the most common manipulation tools, so you can spot them early. 1. Guilt tripping. They twist your empathy into obligation. You end up comforting them for hurting you. 2. Silent treatment. They withdraw affection or communication to punish you for setting boundaries. It's meant to make you chase them for peace. 3. Projection. They accuse you of the very things they're doing, lying, manipulating, disrespecting. It keeps you distracted defending yourself instead of noticing the pattern. 4. Selective memory. They forget promises or agreements whenever it benefits them. But they'll recall your mistakes perfectly. 5. Love bombing and withdrawal. That emotional roller coaster trains your brain to crave their approval like a drug. These tactics don't just confuse your mind, they retrain your nervous system to associate chaos with closeness. And once that happens, leaving feels like withdrawal. So how do you recognize it before you get pulled in too deep? Pay attention to your body before your brain. Notice if you feel anxious before talking to them. Notice if you rehearse what to say to avoid upsetting them. Notice if you walk away from conversations feeling drained instead of understood. Manipulation doesn't always show up in what they say, it shows up in how you feel afterward. Healthy people bring clarity. Manipulators bring confusion, and call it communication. The moment you feel like you can't express yourself without consequences, you're no longer in a safe connection. When you finally start seeing the pattern, the hardest part isn't leaving, it's believing that you can. Because manipulation makes you doubt your strength. You've been trained to think your voice causes problems. But the truth is, your voice was the threat to their control. Healing starts when you stop negotiating your worth with people who feed on your confusion. When you stop explaining your intentions to those committed to misunderstanding you. When you stop chasing peace in people who profit from your chaos. You don't need to prove your goodness to someone who thrives on making you feel guilty. You just need to see it. That awareness is freedom. If you're realizing you've been manipulated, don't turn that insight into self-blame. You weren't naive. You were empathetic. Manipulators look for that softness, because they can't create it themselves. But empathy isn't your weakness. It's your power. And when you combine it with awareness, no one can use it against you again. You're learning to see the red flags in real time. That's how you end the pattern, before it ends you. You're not broken. You're waking up. And every time you choose clarity over confusion, you take your power back. Subscribe, and let's keep unlearning the lies together.